remarks from Danny Baldwin, who inspired YRU Angry, and I want to tell you how he came about developing this program.
This is real. This is serious stuff. And the future looks a little bleak because as adults, a lot of adults here, it's our responsibility to delegate and to train our children. And what happened to us, I don't know. What I want to do now is kind of give you a highlight. Why you angry is amazing. Why you angry? Ask the question. It's a natural emotion. What we're going to try to do, I'm going to tell you, this is from God. So whoever's here right now have a mission. So I started this. My sister's really awesome. You know, really angry woman. But nevertheless, I said I'm tired. And you know when you get tired, things happen. You start to try to fix the problem. You pray. And you don't believe God will answer your prayer, He will answer it. And He answered my prayer. I said, wow, what's causing the anger? When you get cold, somebody got to be cold. And when you get cold, somebody got to get cold. And so if both talking at the same time, somebody's going to miss something. If two crazy fools going down the road and you got road rage, somebody got to have some sense. YRU is a platform in which we confuse anger. We have 10 things. So with that being said, I'm going to yield.
I want to just take this opportunity. First, I want to recognize Reverend Minor, to all the clergy, to all the youth good people. Black people at that space and time still had some foundation from the older generation of black folks who still existed at that period of time. And that generation of black people didn't play around. And the generation before it was really serious. And that was the generation of my father. He was living today. He'd be about 114 years of age. With that, he gave foundation and stability to our home.
People are sad because that sun will help you. It's to see the sun, I get happy just seeing it, right? So they call it seasonal affective disorder. So we all have something. It could be anxiety. Y'all could be anxious. I get anxious. Be aware of who you are and how you feel. And understanding your triggers and emotional responses prevents escalation. Know what your triggers are. I know what mine are, right? Strategies lead to strength. 4, pay attention to your breathing and then blow out on a 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay attention to your breathing. Back in, 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a little while and then breathe out 5 count. 1, 2. Just relax. Right? Lord, meet them at their need because you know exactly what it is that they need, Father. Life ain't easy, especially now, Lord.
Look at that camera. What would you say to him? That's when you're going to put your work in it and all of your experience. What would you say?
When you're missing something, it's going to come in your adulthood. We need to be loved. We need to have our housing. We need to be affirmed. And if you don't have those things, you're going to act out. You're going to be angry.
You can be angry, but that doesn't make you an angry person, you know? A lot of times, you know, we become victims to our circumstances, you know, and I think that we sometimes, as we grow, we maneuver and we survive what we call life, you know? I think we have to start as young people understanding that we can only control things within our means. You're being vulnerable enough to realize, you know, that you need help, that you want help, and, you know, make yourself open for that help.
I would say I advocate for family therapy, and if a parent and a child would be willing to go together so that we can help each other, that's the way to go. I would tell a child to please talk to their parents, be open enough, and let them know that you want them to be a part of the process and not just you going to seek help out on your own.
I'll say you need to talk to someone older who's been there to give you some guidance. You need to educate yourself. Education will take you way beyond where you are now. You need to have some spiritual background, a platform, something to hold the knowledge in. And you need to be able to tell a story.
I feel like anger is an impulsive emotion that we have that comes from things that we have that may come against us. Whether it be problems in our house, whether it be problems out the house, or whether it be the people that surround us. Just because you fall don't mean you fail. You have room to grow. Don't allow your anger to be the thing that take control of you and you hold on to it. If you make a mistake by hurting someone with the words you say, learn how to apologize. Learn how to forgive somebody if they let you down and not feel like you gotta get even with them. It's a lack of empathy. I know what it's like to hurt. I know what it's like to be upset. I know what it's like to feel like, I'm not understood and nobody gets me. But that don't mean I have to retaliate because of what I feel. Because the same way you feel, I feel. So now at that point, we should be showing love to one another and trying to help uplift one another in the space that we lack. That's what I would tell you.
Here at the Frederick Douglass Recreation Center in Cleveland, Ohio, in the midst of one of the most violent communities in the city of Cleveland. This program is sponsored by YRU Angry. It was founded by Danny Baldwin so that you can have more peace in your life and have success.